Yes. My anger. It's reawoken. It's an anger that has always lived in my heart. And every couple of years, sometimes every couple of months, it gets reawoken when I hear a story like this regarding this man. And, Justin Timberlake may be the reason I'm angry this time, but he's definitely not the only perpetrator of this. Let's start with the Golden Globes. So as long as you don't live under a rock, you know that there was this awesome kind of movement, and it took over the Golden Globes, kind of the hashtag Me Too, the Time's Up Now, talking about preventing and supporting people who are victims of sexual assault. Amazing. Love that this is going. Many beautiful, amazing Hollywood actresses brought known activists as their date. It's the kind of thing that I think we really need, and we really need right now. And it's beautiful to see. And obviously, because menswear is not often the most creative, a lot of men end up wearing just black tuxes to award shows anyway. So to kind of show their solidarity with this movement, a lot of men were wearing Time's Up pins. So I'm scrolling through Twitter, I'm looking at all the beautiful dresses and all the beautiful suits, and then I see this picture of Justin Timberlake and his Time's Up Now pin. Justin Timberlake, supporter of women's rights, champion of sexual assault, our hero, who just starred in a Woody Allen movie that came out, a couple of weeks ago? Justin, you can't have it both ways. Woody Allen is, for some reason, that weird in-between phase where so much of Hollywood is okay with just immediately believing the victim. They hear a sexual assault case, and that's it. I'm with the victim. I love that. And personally, I'm like that as well, because I think it's 2%? It's 2% of sexual assault cases aren't real, so I'm gonna believe all of them and just take my chances with those 2%. But here's Woody Allen, creep extraordinaire, and yet everyone wants to defend him all the time. Here's the Cliff Notes version of Woody Allen, in case you didn't know. Was 57 years old and decided to start a relationship with his then, 19 or 18-year-old stepdaughter. I don't care if they're still married and they have kids together. Ugh. What does a 57-year-old man want with an 18-year-old girl? And not just any 18-year-old girl, but his stepdaughter. I mean, I guess him and Mia Farrow were married, but essentially his stepdaughter. So he acted as a father figure to this girl. And then, so what you're telling me is that he's lucky she was 18, because that's this close to statutory rape. But somehow that's okay. And then, of course, there's Dylan Farrow, who is in Hollywood herself, and Woody Allen was sort of her father for a while. I believe he even adopted her. And she has, since she was 7 years old, I believe I read, said that he sexually assaulted her, and people just didn't want to believe her. I believe her, and I wonder why Hollywood doesn't want to believe her. And I want to bring this whole idea back to something called cognitive dissonance. Now, I don't pretend to be a teacher or very intelligent in that sense at all, and my good friend ALB here on YouTube just did a great video on cognitive dissonance. I'll link her video down below, but basically it's the feeling when your brain gets confused because you like something, but then you find out something bad about the thing, and now you're like, what do I do? Do I like it still, or do I not like it anymore? I understand that some people might enjoy Woody Allen movies, and there's this idea of, can you separate the creator from what was created? And in my opinion, you cannot, especially when it comes to Woody Allen, because he always places himself or some piece of his life in his movies. So it's really hard to separate the creator from the created when the creator is in it. In a case like Woody Allen, you can't separate the creator from the created, because by watching his movies, you're giving him money and you're supporting his career, and therefore supporting his lifetime of things he's done that are awful and have led him to where he is now. And like I said, I hate to call Justin out specifically because he is not the only one that does this. He's just the most recent case. Some of my fave girls who I like to ride or die defend, I have to remind myself that they're also just as bad at this. Selena Gomez, Kristen Stewart, I'm looking at you. I've been a fan of Kate Winslet for a long time, and now she's talking about how Woody Allen's not that bad and how she would still work in Roman Polanski movies. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. So personally, I've had it with this Woody Allen effect, why sexual assault is not okay, but Woody Allen is okay. And I think you either have to be one side of the fence or the other. You either have to wear the Time's Up Now pin, all black, or you're in Woody Allen movies. Anyway, that's what I wanted to make this video about, how disappointed I am in celebrities like Justin Timberlake and my girl Selena and Kristen Stewart and definitely Kate Winslet for wearing the costume of being a champion of women's rights and for defending people and then doing Woody Allen movies. It's completely contradictory, and quite frankly, it's really disappointing. Hashtag Time's Up Now.